Welcome back once again, guys, to Silent Hill 1. So this is just going to be kind of my wrap-up video where I show you guys all the extra stuff in the game. So the first video clip I'm going to show you guys is what happens if you kill Sybil. So you're going to see that. And then after that video clip, I'm going to show you guys all of the other endings to the game. So you're going to see that now. So that's what happens when you kill Sybil. I found that to be kind of creepy, but anyway, I'm going to show you guys each of the endings now, and they each have their own, like, normal cutscene and then one after it, so I'm going to show all of those.
Dahlia.
Well. To think you'd make it this far.
Where's Cheryl? What have you done to her?
What are you talking about? You've seen her many times, restored to her former self.
I'm in no mood for jokes.
Don't you see? She's right there.
That's absurd.
You are the only one who thinks so.
Why? Why are you doing this?
It's been a long 7 years. For the 7 years since that terrible day, Alessa has been kept alive, suffering a fate worse than death. Alessa has been trapped in an endless nightmare from which she never awakens. He has been nurtured by that nightmare, waiting for the day to be born. That day has finally come. The time is nigh. Everyone will be released from pain and suffering. Our salvation is at hand. This is the day of reckoning, when all our sorrows will be washed away, when we return to the true paradise. My daughter will be the Mother of God.
Quit screwing around. Return things to how they were before.
Kaufman!
Did I ask for this? Nobody uses me. You won't get away with this.
Your road is over. We don't need you anymore. What do you think you can accomplish by coming here?
My, aren't we getting cocky? Bet you can't see this.
At last it is! I thought I got rid of that!
All I had to do was plant it somewhere for you to find. You all, well, it kept you busy. Ha! You're easy. And there's more where this came from.
Stop it!
Huh? What the? That's not supposed to.
So this ending is the regular good ending. You get this ending if you do the Kaufman side quest but kill Sybil. So also it turns out that in the different endings, when Kaufman uses that Aguacatus or whatever it's called, you have to fight this thing. But if you don't do that Kaufman side quest, it's a different final boss fight. But it's pretty much the same, as you can see. The only difference is that Sybil is not present here. That's kind of the only differences with the endings.
Daddy.
Now, each one of these endings also has their own unique end credits music. I don't play any of that, though, because I've actually started getting copyright strikes on my videos for the music in Silent Hill. So the next ending you're going to see is the Bad Plus ending.
I was shocked to realize the talisman of Metatron was being used. In spite of the lost soul returning at last. Just a little longer and all would have been for naught. It's all because of that man. We must be thankful to him. Even though Alessa has been stopped, his little girl has to go. What a pity.
Freeze! What in the devil's name? Ugh!
Dahlia.
Well, well, well. To think you'd make it this far.
Where's Cheryl? What have you done to her?
What are you talking about? You've seen her many times, restored to her former self.
I'm in no mood for jokes.
Don't you see? She's right there.
That's absurd.
You are the only one who thinks so.
Why? Why are you doing this?
It's been a long 7 years. For the 7 years since that terrible day, Alessa has been kept alive, suffering a fate worse than death. Alessa has been trapped in an endless nightmare from which she never awakens. He has been nurtured by that nightmare, waiting for the day to be born. That day has finally come. The time is nigh. Everyone will be released from pain and suffering. Our salvation is at hand. This is the day of reckoning, when all our sorrows will be washed away. When we return to the true paradise, my daughter will be the mother of God. It's awakening. It's awake. Now no one can interfere.
Cheryl!
If that person no longer exists, this is a God descending among us to reach out and save us!
So this is the other boss fight if you get the bad endings. It's what I assume to be Alessa. It basically just goes the same way, but she seems to be a bit weaker. So yeah, that Aglaophatus basically makes her body reject that evil parasite. And I guess the ritual they were trying to do is making Alessa give birth to a god or some fucked up shit. But yeah.
Daddy.
Cheryl!
Thank you, Daddy. Goodbye.
Cheryl? Can't be. Can't leave like this. This can't be happening. Cheryl? Cheryl!
Harry. Go.
So that was the bad endings extra cutscene. It's not a CGI one for some reason.
Dahlia.
Well, well, well. To think you'd make it this far.
Where's Cheryl? What have you done to her?
What are you talking about? You've seen her many times restored to her former self.
I'm in no mood for jokes.
Don't you see? She's right there.
That's absurd.
You are the only one who thinks so.
Why? Why are you doing this?
It's been a long 7 years. For the 7 years since that terrible day, Alessa has been kept alive, suffering a fate worse than death. Alessa has been trapped in an endless nightmare from which she never awakens. He has been nurtured by that nightmare, waiting for the day to be born. That day has finally come. The time is nigh. Everyone will be released from pain and suffering. Our salvation is at hand. This is the day of reckoning, when all our sorrows will be washed away. When we return to the true paradise, my daughter will be the Mother of God. It's awakening. It's awake. Now no one can interfere.
Cheryl!
If that person no longer exists, this is a God descending among us to reach out and save us!
So this is the bad ending. Basically, to get either of the bad endings, do not do the Kaufman side quest. This is the worst ending, like the bad ending. It's the worst one. You gotta kill Sybil and ignore the Kaufman side quest.
Daddy.
Cheryl!
Thank you, Daddy. Goodbye.
Cheryl? Can't be. Can't leave like this. This can't be happening. Cheryl? Cheryl!
I really like that ending because it shows that the whole time Harry was basically like in a coma from the car accident and everything was in his head. The first time I saw that ending, it kind of fucked me up. I was like, holy shit, that is a fucked up ending to the game. But yeah, I was actually wrong when I was explaining this earlier in my walkthrough that to get the bad endings, you basically just have to ignore the Kaufman side quest. And to get the plus endings, you have to save Sybil. So this is a video showing me picking up the channeling stone. I'm showing you guys where it is. You saw me pull it up on the map there. It's at the supermarket. You go in here and it'll be on the counter. Now the channeling stone is used to get the secret UFO ending. And I will be showing you guys how to get that ending as well. So you come in here and pick it up. You have to beat the game, and I believe you have to get the good plus ending to unlock the channeling stone, or at least a plus ending. I think you have to do that in order to unlock the channeling stone. But you pretty much have to use that item in 5 different locations, so I'm showing you guys those locations now. The first one is here on the roof of the Otherworld Elementary School. Use it here.
What?
And then the next location that you need to use the channeling stone is in front of the hospital here, just before the Float Stinger boss fight. You gotta use it here.
What?
Alright, and then the next location that you need to use the channeling stone, is in the motel parking lot. So you need to go in this little area here to the parking lot of the motel, and then use it in this location. This will be the third area that you need to use it.
What?
Okay, and now the next location that you need to use the channeling stone will be on the boat where you meet Sybil and Dahlia Gillespie. So we'll just skip this cutscene here. Fuck off, Sybil. And now you'll use the channeling stone in here once again.
What?
And now the final area that you need to use the channeling stone is on top of the lighthouse. So once I use it here, you guys will get to see the UFO ending. The UFO ending also has its own unique credits music, but I am going to let this one play so you guys can enjoy it, because I really love the music. Obviously it's just a joke ending, but I think it's pretty interesting, to say the least, and like I said, I just really like the music for this UFO ending, so here you go.
What? Sorry. Let me ask you, have you seen a little girl around here? Short, black hair.
Silent Hill. Silent Hill. Silent Hill.
And that is the UFO ending, guys. I really like that ending, and I love that music. I don't really know how else to describe that music other than it's just, I don't know, cute. I love that music. But now I'm going to be showing you guys the extra weapons in the game. So this is the Hopper Blaster. You unlock this weapon by getting the UFO ending, and your ranking determines what color the laser beam is. So right now it's the red laser beam. I'm not going to show you guys all the different laser beams because I really couldn't be bothered to go through all the trouble that's required to get them all. And it's easier to just explain it anyway. So it's got 3 different laser colors. It's got red, yellow, and green, and it's determined by your star ranking when you finish the game with the UFO ending. So the red laser that I have right now, it's basically an unlimited ammo handgun, essentially.
What's going on with that radio?
But the red laser gives it firepower equivalent to the starting handgun. The yellow laser gives it firepower equivalent to the shotgun. And the green laser gives it firepower equivalent to the hunting rifle. So it just kind of determines, you know, how powerful the weapon will be. Depending on how good your ranking is when you finish the game with the UFO ending. So right here, I go outside to try and show off this weapon a bit more, but I kept finding that there were just no fucking enemies around anywhere. So this next video clip is going to be kind of pointless, I guess. But yeah, the Hopper Blaster, it's got that laser sight on it. So it kind of reminds me a bit of Metal Gear Solid. Sometimes the weapons in that game have laser sights on them. But yeah, this one with the red laser beam, like I said, it's got firepower equivalent to the starting handgun. So it's not the best, but it's, you know, unlimited ammo, so that's pretty cool. If I did get the 10-star rank or whatever to get the green laser weapon, I would have showed that one off too, because that's the one that has the firepower equivalent to the hunting rifle, but that one almost kills everything instantly. It's really powerful. I mean, it's basically, like I said, it's got the same firepower as the hunting rifle, but a much faster rate of fire and infinite ammo. So you really, really cannot go wrong with that. But I don't think the Hopper Blaster appears in any of the other Silent Hill games. I don't know, it might. But I know in Silent Hill 2, they have something sort of similar called Hopper Spray. And it kind of also is affected by, you know, the ending or whatever that you get. And I think it's also determinant on your playstyle, because there is a shit ton of stuff to unlock in Silent Hill 2, guys. So whenever I do my playthrough of that one again, like I said, I've already played through Silent Hill on my channel, Silent Hill 2 on my channel, but I wasn't very experienced at making videos at the time, so the audio video is just kind of weird. I don't really like it. I think I could have done better. So I am going to redo my Silent Hill 2 playthrough. But there's just so much to unlock in that game as well. So right here I'm showing you guys how to get the gasoline. This gasoline tank is only unlocked after you beat the game once, so it'll be on your next Fear playthrough, which is basically New Game Plus. You'll need to go to this gas station right here. It's a bit, you know, difficult to see, you know, where to go here sometimes. But yeah, it's over here on the map near the bridge. If you look right there on the wall, instead of saying shell, it says hell. I think that's kind of funny. But the door is right over here. You go inside here to this little garage area, and you'll pick up a gasoline tank. Now, how this works is this gasoline can, it can be used to power either the rock drill or the chainsaw. You have to pick one or the other, because you can't power both of them in a single playthrough. So right now I'm going to show you guys how to get the chainsaw. You got to go over here next to the Balkan Church on the, you know, the other side of the fucking block there. You run past that street or whatever, and you will come up to a place called Cut Rut Chainsaws, and that is where you pick up the chainsaw from. So as you can see right there's the church, and then there's that street. We're going to run past it a little ways, and it'll be in a building on the left. The chainsaw and the rock drill kind of function the same way. They're melee weapons, obviously. I don't really like using them. I prefer the chainsaw over the rock drill, but I don't, they're alright. I just don't really like using them, mostly because I just don't really like using melee weapons in this game, to be honest. So we'll kill that fucking dog. And then if you look in this window over here, right there is the chainsaw. If you examine it, it says there's a chainsaw, there's no gasoline. I cannot use it. So what you have to do is go over to the gas tank and use it. So now the chainsaw has gasoline, and you can now use it as a weapon. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of gameplay with the chainsaw here, and then well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit of, you know, how it's used, and then I'm going to show you a clip of me trying to kill one of the air screamers with it. So that's its attacks. You can do that 2-hit, and then the big long one like that. So I have 2 video clips with the chainsaw that you're going to see. The first one, I'm just going to run down this alleyway, and you're going to see me trying to kill one of the air screamers with the chainsaw, but it's rather difficult, because, you know, it's in the fucking air. Not very easy to get to. But then in the second video clip, you guys are going to see me killing one of the nurses in the hospital with it, because I find it to be just a bit easier to show off that weapon on those enemies. But yeah, as you can see, I'm getting fucked up by this guy. I can't do anything to kill him. Look at that. Fuck off, you pterodactyl fuck. I'm basically just walking in a circle, slamming the chainsaw. That looks so ridiculous. But yeah, whatever. Now you're gonna see the other video clip of me killing the nurse enemies with it. So it also does damage the whole time that the chainsaw is touching them. If you see while I'm holding it still, it's still cutting her. Now, the rock drill actually does more damage than the chainsaw, but it's not as versatile as the chainsaw. You can't really move while using it, which is why I don't particularly like the rock drill. But it is in the bridge control room. I did show you guys this in my main walkthrough, but, you know, obviously it was from a new game and not New Game Plus, so I was not able to show you the rock drill in action. So that's what you're going to see now. And it's essentially going to be the same shit that I did with my chainsaw there. I'm going to be showing it off a little bit, and then I'll show you guys a video clip of me taking down one of the nurses with the rock drill to show it off a bit more. So there's a rock drill, there's no gasoline, can't use it. Use the gas tank. You have put gasoline in the rock drill. Now what's cool is if you choose, for example, if I were to start a New Game Plus and power up the chainsaw on that playthrough, and then, you know, go through the whole game, beat it, and then start another New Game Plus, you know, New Game Plus round 2, I would be able to then power up the rock drill. So you actually can have both of those weapons in your inventory if it's on, you know, New Game Plus, like your second time playing the game again. But yeah, you can't really move around with the rock drill. You can do a forward thrust with it, upward thrust, and a downward thrust. It's also kind of finicky to aim this fucking thing, as you can see there. But it does do more damage than the chainsaw does. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this weapon. I don't like it. Yep, that is the rock drill. That's how it works. So this last video clip that you guys are going to see here is me showing you guys where the katana is located. This one can only be obtained if you get a good ending and then play through it again and get a bad ending. It doesn't matter if you get good plus then bad or bad plus then good. Doesn't matter, but you go in here and this door is now unlocked in the doghouse on 11th Street. You can see there's like this, you know, Japanese looking art style there on the wall. And then you can see the katana is just sitting right there. The katana is pretty powerful, but I don't really like using it because Harry uses it like a fucking dumbass, and it's really difficult to hit your target with it because he goes into this, you know, samurai looking pose, and he just kind of swings the sword all over the place, and it's difficult to, you know, hit what you're going for with it. So I don't really like using this weapon, but I do show you guys me trying to kill one of these dogs with it. But you'll see very quickly why I don't like this weapon, because this dog beats the ever-loving shit out of me before I can even have a chance to kill it. Look at that. 1 hit, yeah, whatever. 2, okay, I'm starting to get annoyed. 3, and now I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Hit him 1 time and then he still hit me. So Harry does these weird attacks with it. I know it's supposed to look like he's actually, you know, using the sword the way that, you know, a samurai would or something, but it's just so finicky. I don't like using this weapon. Look at him, he just kind of slides all over the place using it. Look at that, I'm getting mauled by that fucking dog. Surprised it hasn't fucking killed me. It's finally dead. So now I'm just kind of showing off all the attacks with the katana. You can move around fairly quickly with it though, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I'm not very fond of that weapon. I don't like using it. But yeah, you have to beat the game and get a good and then play through it again and get a bad, or play and get a bad ending then a good ending. And it doesn't matter if you get the plus ending or not, just as long as you have 2 playthroughs and you get a good and a bad ending. But yeah, that is going to wrap it up, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this Silent Hill walkthrough, and I will see you guys in my next video.